Peace, love, and light. Scorpio-Sagittarius, cusp, collective. Sorry, I totally forgot to clear this for a little while. Give me 1 second. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Cusp of Roses. For your Capricorn season energy check-in, we are almost done with our Capricorn season check-in readings. And I'm super excited about that. So now we can get into the love readings. Kind of hopefully should be somewhat done before Valentine's Day, but we'll see. Thank you guys so much for all of your patience. I know it's taking me a little while to kind of get through all the signs, but I am doing 24. So I'm just grateful that you guys give me the grace to kind of get these out to you in divine timing. All right. So thank you guys again for your patience. If you're new here to my channel, welcome. Very grateful to have you. Thank you so much for checking me out. Make sure you read the description box below. It's going to have everything you need to know in order to get the most out of my readings. Definitely check my community board as well, as I've recently posted, maybe a couple posts down, an update on my energy and what you can expect from my channel moving forward. Okay, so now we are doing collective breath work. All right, at the beginning of our readings, just 4 simple deep breaths. I'm going to guide you through the first 2. We'll do the last 2 in silence. Okay, this would be the time where you want to connect with your higher self, with your angels, your guides, your ancestors. Start thinking of things that you want confirmation on. What are you watching this video for, right? Like, what are you hoping to get out of it? Start having that in your mind while we are doing our gratitude practices. You can do the prayer we used to do if you remember it, or your own prayers. You can also have a moment of silence or anything else that you do to kind of ground your energy in the moment, okay? So choose whatever feels right for you, and let's get started. Let's take a deep breath in and out. Deep breath in. And out. Okay. All right, collective. So if this is your first time checking me out for Capricorn season readings, I have decided to leave the zodiac signs out of our Black Moon astrology deck for the beginning of our reading, our cosmic energy spread, just because I feel like I want to kind of keep them solely for our love readings and use them for that purpose, so they're kind of saturated in that energy. So this is just planets, the different houses in your natal chart, and different aspects of your natal chart, as well as transits that we all go through within a lifetime. Whoa. All right, so Venus flipped up there. Some of you might have love on the mind or love on the brain, or might be looking forward to the love readings that will start this Friday. Okay. Give me 1 second, y'all. I just have to reshuffle. Okay. Thank you so much, Divine. Please show me what cosmic energy is connecting with the Scorpio-Sagittarius cusp collective. What cosmic energy is connecting with the Scorpio-Sagittarius cusp collective for Capricorn season? You have Uranus energy, genius energy, okay? Definitely connected to Aquarius, the age of Aquarius energy. You have the 6th house routine with Virgo energy. And last but not least, ooh, you got solar eclipse, revolution. Okay, so I believe this came out for the Scorpio reading. So you definitely might want to check that reading out after this one, okay? Let's start here with the first card to come out. Uranus energy, genius energy. This is the ruling planet of the age that we're in, the age of Aquarius, okay? Yeah, it's giving me this vibe here, Scorpio-Sagittarius, Scorpio-Sagittarius cuspers, that there's something very, very unique about your path right now, or unique in your ability to perceive or see or absorb energy, something in your thinking. Might be very much so in alignment here with the age of Aquarius. Okay, so this might be an age where you really start coming into your own, you really start grounding in who you are, right? Using your gifts and your talents, God-given ones, to forge a path here. And that's just what's coming from here. It's like there's something unconventional about your wisdom, Scorpio Sagittarius. There's something unconventional in the way that you think, in the way that you absorb or pull information together, because this is also about technology, invention. This is about humanitarianism. It's a lot of things kind of floating around in your vortex this season that I feel like you can really utilize and play on. But this is also a sign to trust in something that feels otherworldly, that feels a little unique or against the grain, or kind of like an outlier as far as how you view things. Trust that viewpoint, because I think that that's exactly what's going to lead you into a really great season, and lead you a little deeper into your spiritual path here, okay? Next card to come out was the 6th house, Virgo energy, the house of routine. This house also connects to your health, okay? So definitely pay attention to your health. If there's anything that is going on, I'm no doctor. Please make sure you are getting yourself checked out, okay? But it feels like, yeah, it's almost like there might be a very unconventional way that you're going about something, or doing something, or pursuing something, or something that you're doing consistently that has a stroke of genius to it. And I don't know that you're fully aware of that yet, or in the moment, Scorpitarius, but I do feel like during this season, over the next 2 weeks, before the mid-February, you will come into awareness of that. Uranus has the vibration of 9. Okay, it's a cyclical energy. It's a singular energy as well. Some of you might connect with the number 9. The 6th house has a vibration of 30, which does break down to a 3, which is a multiple of 9, or divisible by 3, multiple of 3. You know what I was trying to say, hopefully. It is Mercury retrograde, so forgive me if my speech is just kind of all over the place. But yeah, it's something, I just heard mechanical. It's like the mechanics, the structure, something that you're being very meticulous about, very detail oriented about, or maybe that's where your genius lies, in the fact that you can be so detail oriented with, and they're just telling me like large amounts of information. Yeah, it's something in how you routinely carry yourself, maintenance yourself as well, that's like aiding in this genius energy. There's something to be discovered there, and that's where we'll leave it. Okay. We also have the solar eclipse revolution. Okay, this is things coming to an end, right, that you have maybe either held on to or have been long standing in your life. And I feel like, collective, this is a lot of spiritual beliefs that might be like finally feeling comfortable enough to shed or grow or advance in. Others of you, this feels a little bit more like paradigms, mental perspectives that are finally ready to shed. Scorpio had this energy of finally being free from the energy of the past, from the pain or trauma of the past. Not that it doesn't come up in the mind, but the energy, it's not reliving it anymore, right? Not allowing that energy to overwhelm or rule how you're behaving, how you're acting. So Scorpios were finding freedom in that. And since this was the card that also came out for the Scorpio cosmic spread, I feel like you're having a tinge of that as well. And it feels almost like there's something very, and I want to use the word quirky or quirky. Is that how you say it? Quirky? Yeah. quirky about your vibration, about, again, how you see things, maybe about your daily routines, about how you take care of your health, that is really going to serve you well in this coming age. And I think for some of you, it hasn't been fully discovered or realized yet, but it feels like by mid-February, you'll be very clear on what this genius energy is all about, okay? All right, let's get into this with some tarot. I am using the Uncommon Tarot here, okay? Very beautiful deck. Super excited to see what comes out for you, Scorpio-sagittarius, okay? Thank you so much, Divine. Please show me what Scorpio-sagittarius, cuspers, Scorpio-sagittarius cuspers need to know about Uranus energy, okay? Interesting. So the Moon card came out upright. Again, this is what I was saying. It's hidden from you. I don't think you realize it yet. I don't think you're fully aware of it yet. But again, I do feel like this will be coming to the forefront of your vision, to the forefront of your energy very, very soon here. Yeah, you also have the Eight of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. Some of you guys are really playing it safe right now, and that might be something that you're walking away from. And I say playing it safe because the Four of Pentacles also talks about not wanting to expand what you have, not wanting to further invest what you have out of fear of losing something. Okay? And it feels like that is an emotional attachment to a particular financial situation or just your relationship with material abundance. It's like you're walking away. That's what you're shedding here. That's what you're shedding. This Cancer energy is offering you an opportunity to really do some self-awareness work, to really look at your viewpoints, your relationship, the emotions that you have when it comes to your material, right? And really make sure that you aren't holding on to certain things, certain aspects of your material life, right? Maybe even holding on to a career, a job, you know, a particular financial structure out of fear of losing it. Because it feels like, collective, you've worked very hard to find this type of balance materially, right? You've worked very hard for these Four of Pentacles. And it's almost like, again, the Moon could talk about illusions. It's like this fear of, well, if I walk away, I will not be able to build those Four Pentacles again. Or what if I hit, you know, go all the way down to no pentacles, right? It's kind of just that fear, okay? There's a little fear here that I think you can definitely work through, Scorpio-sagittarius. But I think you're aware of that and you're doing what you can. You're doing what you know how. You're doing all that work to walk away from that sense of not having enough, right? Or having enough, because that's really what it's not even about not having enough. It's having enough, but being a little hesitant to step outside of what you have and risk it to have more, right? To get to that 10 of Pentacles. So some of you are really fighting your comfort zones, and that came up in a daily, I think, I want to say earlier this week or maybe late last week. So definitely if you resonate with that message, check that daily out. I think it has comfort zones in the title. That might also give you some additional messages here, okay? I just heard hiding gifts. Some of you might even be, again, there's particular gifts that you have, Scorpio-sagittarius, that, again, you're either hiding from or that are being hidden from you until you walk away from this Four of Pentacles energy, which does talk about a closed heart chakra. So some of you might really want to tap into your heart chakra this season. Get really into it. Do the work to kind of open that up, okay? All right, let's look into this Virgo energy, 6th house energy of routine. Thank you so much, Divine. Please show me what Scorpio-sagittarius cuspers need to know about Virgo 6th house energy and the energy of routine. Wow, that's a lot. Okay. Can I just get one more for 6th house? Thank you. Oh, Okay, first card to flip out here and the last one to come out was the Lovers. I think I just heard it's how you choose love. So Scorpio-sagittarius, like we were talking about earlier, there's something in your perspective. There's something in how you think of things, perceive things, deduce things, right? How you use your perspective to choose your highest good here. It's something about your method that is very unique, I feel, or could be really connected to that genius. And I think that that's what the divine is trying to get you to see, that with that perspective, with that ability to choose your highest good here, with that habit, routine could also be about habits, with that habit of choosing love over fear, it needs to be applied to this Four of Pentacles energy, where maybe you have it down pack in other areas, but when it comes to your abundance, your finances, it's like sticking to the tried and true, nervous to step outside of that box. Okay. But again, I feel like this is something that you need to apply to that area and trust again in your ability to make things work, in your ability to build healthy routines that remain consistent, that show progress, right? That get you where you're going, that have gotten you to this point, Scorpio-sagittarius. So it's just like, don't let the fear of losing out keep you from attaining more, if that makes sense. Okay, so there feels like a little bit of a risk here. Then you have two twos. You have the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. Two of Pentacles here is giving me this energy of like, yeah, it's that choice, right? Because here's another two, basically, with the Lovers, two people. I'm just getting a lot of choices. It's all in your choices, Scorpio-sagittarius. You really do have this opportunity, or you're going to start being aware that you have the opportunity to really create anything that you really want. Anything that will truly bring you this sense of balance, this sense of love, this sense of connectedness. You just have to choose it. And I just heard lack of energy. Some of you might feel like you have a lack of energy, like with this Two of Wands. Or maybe feeling a bit back and forth on what you want to pursue with this Two of Pentacles. Because this talks about juggling multiple projects, a need to make your work life fun again. Yeah, it's just, it's a time for manifestation, Scorpio-Sagittarius. I don't really know how else to say it to you, because it just feels like you have what you need. Your energy is on par. As long as you are choosing what's in your highest good here, the Lovers card, there's really no path that would kind of steer you in the wrong way. And maybe that's why you are feeling a little stuck or stagnant in this Four of Pentacles. It's like not wanting to make a mistake. Ooh, that's a big one. Not wanting to make a mistake here. It's like sticking to the routine that feels comfortable, because going at it a different way or coming out of that routine, there's a lot of room for mistake. There's a lot of room for it to go wrong. But Scorpio-sagittarius, if you focus your energy on it actually going right, on the love, not the fear, then I really feel like you'd be amazed at what can actually manifest for you. You just have to take that chance with it, okay? Yeah, let's look into this solar eclipse energy, revolution. Thank you so much, Divine. Okay, show me, ooh, awakening, judgment, yeah. Show me what Scorpio-sagittarius cuspers need to know about solar eclipse and revolution. Just got a really high-pitched tone in my ear here, so I must be on to something. Wow. Okay. I'm going to take all of these, even though it is quite a bit of energy here. You have Awakening, Judgment card, Scorpio energy. Okay, so this is one part of your dynamic. You also have the Justice, Libra energy, Balance. I just heard awakening to what's right. Awakening to some sort of even kill. That's a really interesting phrase. I don't really use that, so I don't know who that's for. You got 2 aces though. Whoa. Ace of Swords with the 2 of Swords in between and the Ace of Cups. Wow. That's powerful because it feels like this is a moon in Libra. So to have the moon card and the Justice, some of you might have a moon in Libra or have some Libra in your chart. Yeah, it's like needing to follow your intuition here, right? There's a reason why in the 2 of Swords, the individual is blindfolded, because when you take one of your senses away, right, the others heighten. And it's kind of similar to with this whole pandemic. There's so many sensory things that we are advised not to engage in, right? For our safety. So that only really whittles you down to certain other senses that you can use. A lot of it is awakening your spiritual sense, right? And some of you, that's that need to trust your intuition, trust your guidance to make decisions. Because with this awakening, I feel like your higher self is telling you exactly what you need to do in order to find justice and balance. In order to, for some of you, it's like this 2 of Pentacles and this 2 of Wands is like desiring to be in that manifestation energy, desiring to create something different, but having a lot of fears around it. And so it's like awakening to the truth here, Ace of Swords, right? And maybe even for some of you, awakening to some form of love. Whether that is with a person, because you also have the Lovers here. Someone who could have Virgo in their chart because it's over the 6th house. I don't know. I'm honestly a little stunned here because it's like, it's almost like logic over heart. And maybe that's what makes this difficult for you, Scorpio-sagittarius. It's like one path you have to one path you have to use your logic. The other path you have to use your heart. Some of you have that struggle of following or aligning your mental and your head space. Yeah, your mental and your heart space, excuse me. Mental with the Ace of Swords, heart space with the Ace of Cups. Which one do I choose? But I think the key here is marrying both together, figuring out how to do that. But that's going to require you to awaken a little bit more, again, to your spiritual nature, rely a little bit more on your intuition. And I think that that's where that fear comes from. Because I'm almost getting with this 8 of Cups and the Moon that maybe in the past when you've used your intuitive notions, nudges, and maybe led you into some situations that made you further closed off as opposed to open up more. So it's like having to truly, I just heard awaken to who you are, awaken to, again, those gifts, that inner genius, right? And I feel like I was talking, who was I saying this to? Was this Libra? This could have been Libra or Libra Scorpio, where it was like, just because your intuition led you down a path that didn't work out the way that you hoped, it doesn't mean that your intuition was wrong, right? It led you down that path because you had to learn the lesson in order to be prepared for the next path. Here are the 2 paths with the Lovers on top of that. So choices. And then again, 2, 3 twos here. 2 of Swords, 2 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, and 2 aces. So 4 twos. With the master number 44. So for my number people, definitely look into the meaning of the number 2, the meaning of the number 4, and any variation of those synchronicities. Yeah, it's like something here with the Justice card. It's like with and the Awakening, the Judgment. Avoiding taking this path, avoiding coming out of this Four of Pentacles is like no longer an option for you, Scorpio-sagittarius. You have to move forward here. You kind of have to step out of your comfort zone, because there are new beginnings available to you. New clarity with the Ace of Swords. New emotion, new connectivity with the Ace of Cups. Some of you could even be awakening to the truth of a connection with a Libra. That just came in. Could be a Virgo, Libra, cusper with the Lovers over Virgo energy. Which would be, yeah. Which would kind of represent this kind of like a new start here almost, right? Forging a path forward, manifesting, figuring out what you want, learning how to balance all that's on your plate, right? Making it worth your while, making it enjoyable, using your intuition for discernment on what's true for you, what's not. All of that energy leads you here to this Ace of Cups and this Ace of Swords. Some of you, if you are connected to a Libra somehow, this Libra is going through an awakening. There's just a lot here, Scorpio-sagittarius, and I'm not surprised. There's always kind of a lot going on in your energy. Let's go ahead and look into your life lessons. I hope this is like somewhat helpful. It just feels like you're at this point, Scorpio-sagittarius, where, again, it's time to grow. It's time to evolve a little bit. It's time to trust in the unknown, especially with the Moon card being your first one out. Yeah, relationships. Yeah, some of you, it's like with the Four of Pentacles, it's, I've worked really hard to get to this point. I don't really, maybe you're a little fearful of changing your routine around what you've built to incorporate love or to incorporate relationships. But there's going to be an awakening here to this Ace of Swords and this Ace of Cups that's going to make it really hard to not make those adjustments. Okay. Yeah, you also have perseverance. And can we have one more? Can we have one more? Yeah, trust. Wow. So trust says, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. There's your trust there, Two of Swords. Trusting that your higher self will always guide you where you need to be. Some of you, this Justice card could have been a karmic cycle, especially with the Judgment and Justice. And the solar eclipse, it talks about things, again, eclipsing out, coming to an end, things that have been long-standing. So that could even be legal contracts. That could be work contracts. That could be relationship contracts, soul contracts. Everything from the past here. Everything that you've worked really hard here with the Eight of Cups to walk away from. It's like finally it paying off. Because now you got the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups. So not only do you have your own clear vision of your truth, but now you have an open heart and receptivity to new love. Whether this is career, family, friends, romantic, take it how it resonates, okay? Then you have perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Here's your second two, the Two of Pentacles. Knowing that you can handle multiple things at once. You can find balance. And this is you stepping out on faith a little bit from that Four of Pentacles. Like, I can step out of my routine a little bit and make adjustments to get to where I truly want to be, right? To incorporate more love, find more love in what I do for career, find something that's in alignment. The Lovers also talks about alignment with that universal love energy. So you do have what it takes here to persevere. Scorpio-Sagittarius, that energy is nothing new to you, right? So just keep going with that. And then you have relationships. I'm attracted to those people who serve my higher good. This would definitely be your last Two of Wands. Because this is spiritual energy. It's physical energy. And it's heavy manifestation energy. And it's this energy of dominion, right? Having full command over the path forward. Some of you, the reason why you maybe are holding back is because you have to charge forward in some sort of uncharted territory. And not being quite sure if you're ready for that, if you can handle it, if it's even meant for you to do. But with Uranus here, with the Genius, it's kind of pointing to yes, right? That you, again, have what it takes. There's something, again, unconventional about your skill set that makes this path a lot easier than you're perceiving in your mind here or in your energy. Yeah. Alrighty, Scorpio-Sagittarius, this has been your Capricorn season energy check-in reading. I, again, hope you found this helpful and insightful. Maybe feel the confirmation for what you are feeling in the now moment. Definitely let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And make sure after a couple weeks or so, you come back and check this reading out. Again, all of my readings are timeless, so you are more than welcome to find your playlist on the playlist tab on my home channel. Look through all of the readings that I've done. Whatever stands out to you, definitely follow. Read it, watch it, listen to it. Because I guarantee you some of my readings from maybe even last year might really resonate with where you are now. Okay? But yeah, I will have your oracle cards posted on the Instagram page shortly or soon. Definitely check me out on Instagram at Cusp of Roses if you guys are on Instagram, because I post excerpts from the book for these cards and other things. So I'd love to see you guys over there. But if I don't see you on Instagram, collective, I will see you all in your next reading, okay? Namaste.